video, bowling and clean chat, on a Mac, February 16th, almost midnight, Arizona time. I always start right here at the bottom, always, and right there on those boards is where I always start. I always aim to the edge of the 2-pin, unless it's a close pin set like this is, and then I pull it one little mouse click over to the left. I always come back to the same spot. Try to judge the ball coming to the pins. I'm watching the pin, the head pin, but I judge the ball coming to the pins, and as it gets to a certain angle, that's when I begin my break. I have an elf video here that shows a spot that I like to look at on the head pin, and that's where I try to do here, so I would look at the elf video as well if you're interested. Again, I grab it under the R. Another close pin set, so I will move it one little mouse click over. Pull back to the same spot. And missed the shot. Nope, got lucky. That was a little late. I thought I missed that one. And again, I try to keep the same routine, like a golf putting stroke or free throws. Always do the same thing. So I start the same spot. Another close pin set. So again, I'll pull one click over. Always set my mouse over here and get it ready so I don't have to move it a lot afterwards as well. Another close pin set. So I start right there. I'm moving the ball now. I don't normally do this. I'm doing it to show you where I'm starting in relation to that center dot. Again, next to the 2-pin, on the 2-pin, and then one mouse click. Back to the same spot every time. It's not hard. I started bowling back when it was 2 weeks old, when it first came out almost 5 years ago, I think it was. It wasn't working at the time, so I was able to spend a lot of time. There was no tutorials at the time. There are different pin sets, and there's quite a few different tutorials. The only one I know off the top of my head is Pip's site, but there's a couple more. I saw a guy on YouTube, Punk, or something like that, did a good thing to show. He has a great video showing all the different pin sets. Again, next to that 2-pin, touching the edge. I myself don't worry about any pin set except for the tight one, and that's the one I move over just a little bit. But that guy Punk has a great video to show all the different pin sets. There's a bunch of them. Again, I start right there every time. Touch the 2-pin, pull back to the same spot. Turkey. Okay, center of the ball. Touch that 2-pin. Always pull back to the same spot. Again, where I'm looking at on this head pin, the elves show it very well, and I have an elf video, and if you take a look at the elf video, you can see a little spot. I'm actually looking to the right side of the head pin, and that's the angle I'm trying to catch with the ball coming up. And I'm looking right on the right side of the head pin, and when this ball hits this certain angle is when I begin my break. And again, I always start in the same spot. I have 300s from here to here, and this is my most consistent spot. But I'm a firm believer that it really doesn't matter where you start. It's this angle that you have to create that I'm doing right now. That's what's important. And most of the videos on Pogo are very good. They all show different angles and a way to do it. So you just need to find where you can get to the spot. Find the spot where you can start, where you can create that angle the most consistent. And I start right here. Okay, and this is where I start. I never wish anybody good luck. I don't want to be the one to bring them bad luck. Edge of the 2-pin. Gonna get a break? Yep, got a little break. Let's see if I can take advantage of it. Edge of that 2-pin. Smile, you're on candid camera. 12:04, February 17th. That is how to bowl Pogo 300 on a Mac, bowling it yourself.